Hey there, how's it going this week? We continue in the book of John today, and we're looking at John chapter 3. And we see a conversation between Jesus and a gentleman named Nicodemus. And he's trying to figure out who Jesus is and what he's about, and just trying to understand what it means to be in a relationship with Christ and to follow him and to be reborn and have eternal life and just what all that means. And there's a section in there in verse 23 where Jesus talks about living by the truth and living by according to what God says and what God is about. And it really made me think about the question that I think is just really important for anyone, but especially teenagers, junior high and high school students to really ask and consider at this stage of life is, do you believe that God knows what the best life is? Do you believe that God knows how life works best? And what you believe is going to be very important in life, but particularly about what you believe about what's the best life. And I think all of us maybe vary in choices that we make and how we live our life and the things we do, but when it's all said and done, at the end of each day, do you come back and say, you know what, I know best, or this other source knows best? Or do you say, I believe that Jesus, and I believe that the commandments, I believe that the Bible that God has given us, that's how God communicates to us, and that's how the best life is lived. For me personally, I believe that if God created us, and he created humans, and if you believe that, then I kind of combine that together, that God knows how life works best, because he created humans, so he knows ultimately the best way to live the human life because of that creation of us. And so it's something to really think about this week, is what do you believe on that subject? I encourage you to read John chapter 3, spend some time just reflecting on the verses, and I'd love to hear from you about what your thoughts are on the chapter. For announcements, I want to remind everybody that we'll have Oasis tonight here on Wednesday. This will be the last Oasis of the school year. We might have a movie night or something coming up in the summer, but I'll get some communication out about that later. And then the other announcement I have is this Sunday, we will have, during Sunday school, we will kind of celebrate the high school seniors, and we'll have a breakfast for them, and a bunch of you have donated items, and I'll be in touch about all of that. But this should be a great opportunity to hear from them of what they're doing this fall and what plans they have maybe for this summer, and just some favorite memories they had that were maybe funny from high school, or maybe even a spiritual impactful moment that they've had since in their high school career. And so we're excited to honor them and celebrate their accomplishments with them. And so I pray you're having a great week. If I could pray for you, please let me know, and we will see you next week.